Hello, and thanks for joining us. My name is Tim Randall. I'm with REIClub.com, and I'm happy to have Danny Johnson with us today. He is a longtime investor. He's been investing since 2003. He has wholesaled and flipped over 1,000 properties. He also is the creator of the Flipping Junkie podcast and blog, and also the creator of two pieces of software, one Lead Propeller websites and also Flip Pilot CRM, which is a lead pipeline management system. Danny, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having me.
And what Danny's going to do today is a demo of his cash buyers website. We've already did a longer video where we went more into detail for motivated sellers. And I definitely recommend you check that out because he discussed the importance of having the website as far as credibility and trust and lots of good conceptual type stuff that will help you in understanding the importance of having a website as an investor. So I definitely recommend finding that and checking that out. Danny, I guess if you're ready, first, why don't you tell us the importance overall from why you think investors should have cash buyer websites, and then once you go through that, we can kind of jump into a screen share and you can walk us through what you got.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So really the benefit of having a cash buyer website, and I always, let investors know that, if you're starting out, the benefit, you really need to have the motivated seller site, right? One that says we buy houses or sell your house fast to get people that want to sell their house quickly to you. But then the other side of it is building up a cash buyer list, right? To do wholesaling. Even if you're wanting to flip houses, fix and flip, as you grow your business, I think you're going to find that you're going to get some deals that don't make sense to rehab, right? It might be better off for a landlord or something. And having that cash buyer list is just super powerful because then you have a bigger audience that you have their ear. And when you have a deal to sell, you can reach them very easily and you control that list of cash buyers. So building one from the get-go is something that I recommend. And so having that website there for you. The second one is just after, doing wholesaling for a while, if you get a deal that you send out and people are calling you for information on it, it can get pretty annoying after a while, like taking so many calls, right? Yep. And so having those deals listed on the website is great because it's just like, go check the website. Like, here's the link, go check the website. All the stuff is there, right? So if you want to find out how many bathrooms, it's already there. So having that built up is great for you. And then having the convenience of it, you can set these websites up within, 10 minutes. When we shared a walkthrough of how that works in the last video. So check that out. We don't want to duplicate that, but you can basically have this whole site up, and I can share one here in a minute. If you want me to share it now, I can do that.
Yep. Let me move it over to you. All right. Should be good to go.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share this. Now, this was literally set up within 5 minutes. So I chose a domain name and I registered it through Lead Propeller, and I put in my location and my name and contact information, the mailing address, all that kind of stuff. And it basically built me this website, right? And I don't have any recently sold deals here yet because I haven't put those in, but they're very easy to put in because when you're building that cash buyers list, having some proof of some of the types of deals that you have. So if you've never done a deal, you could put in typical deals or something like that, and then show some typical house deals that you might do and the numbers that you might have them at, right? So there's ways to do that. And what happens is cash buyers are looking for deals all the time, right? So they'll say, okay, well, I want to have access and I want to be notified when you have another wholesale deal. So I'm going to put in my name and email address and subscribe. And then you can have those emails go from Lead Propeller when they're submitted straight into like Mailchimp or something. You can get a free Mailchimp account, and that'll allow you to build that email list that when you get that deal that you don't want to fix and flip or you just want to sell wholesale, you can then email that whole list and tell them about the deal that you have and create the listings within this website, which would go under investment properties, and you would see those in here. So you basically have a way to tell people who you are, why you wholesale, and how to contact you. And it's just a great way to build that buyer's list very quickly and easily to be able to sell deals.
Okay. For those that did not see or have not seen the Motivated Sellers demo, can we jump into the back end real quick and you can kind of show them how the domain name tool works and what they would be looking at?
Sure. So this is the back end here. I've got several sites in this account. And basically what happens when you go to sign up and you want to set up that website, you're going to choose the type, and it's the wholesale website that we're talking about now. So I'd select a wholesale website. And then if you have a domain name that you've already registered someone else, you can use that. You would just say use existing, and then you would type it in. If you are registering a new one, so you don't have a domain name for this site, you can choose one here and find out if it's available. So if you're in Las Vegas, so Las Vegas wholesale deals.com, check availability. It's already taken. And actually, come to think of it, we don't have the suggestion tool for wholesale sites. We only have it for the motivated seller sites. So there's a tool for the house buying websites. Check out that video and we'll show you on that one. But this one will show you if it's available. And you just keep going until you find something like Las Vegas houses on the cheap or something. Check availability. So that one's available. So I can just select domain and move on, put in my information, and then publish. And then I've got a site that looks like what I was showing you. Not this one, but this one. Yeah. And you can choose different templates. I can show you what the different templates look like. So if this one was the houses on the cheap, if I go to change my template, we've got this one called Rocket. Looks slightly different. We've got modern. The one that I was showing you is this one, this clean one. And you can even change these background images, which I'll make it look like a completely different site. Through the editor, you can change that. And it's very simple. If I just go into edit my website, and then I click on the background, I can upload an image here and then do that. I can use a gallery image. See, that one's really, yeah. So that one, see how different it already is just by doing that. I can upload my own. It's very cool. I just hit cancel there. I don't want to save any changes to this one just now. But there's a website called Unsplash that has a lot of beautiful images that you can use that you don't have to give attribution, I don't think, freely usable images. So it's very important that you don't use somebody's image that you don't have the rights to. So something like Unsplash, you have a lot of beautiful images. You can do searches for houses and stuff like that and find these background images that you can use on your website. And so you can completely change the look of this by doing that. It's super easy. You just change it out in the editor like I showed you, and you publish the change, and you got a completely different website.
Okay. So let me ask some questions.
Yeah, go for it.
So, and you may have addressed this, but I may have just missed it. So when the potential buyers input their information, where does that go?
Yeah, when the buyers input that information, right now what's going to happen is you're going to get an email, and let me see if I have this set on this one. Let's see the website settings. Where are they at? Here. If I go into website settings, these leads for the website I have going to my email. And we have push notifications too, by the way. I can explain that in a minute. But those I'll get an email with the investor's information, right? So let's do what's going to happen. So when I put in my name, and I'm just going to put in a fake email address. That I know is completely fake, and send me deals. So what this is going to do is now come into a longer form asking me what kind of deals that I want. Okay, and just to save time, I'm not going to fill this out, but you get the criteria of what those investor buyers are looking for, and then they submit that one too as well. So you'll get an email with the information about that, but then also within the back end here is you have the submissions, and you can see this one that I just submitted. Right? Had I filled out all that other information, that would be populated here as well.
Gotcha.
And I can view this and see every bit of information, even show me the IP address it came from. And I can choose to block it if I'm getting spammed by somebody for some reason.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. And then, so but you were saying earlier, Mailchimp or Aweber or something like that.
Right. So you can do webhooks into there, and so the webhooks is, and any of this, if it feels complicated, we've got phone support and we've got very fast email support. So if you want to take care of it right away that day, if it's during the week and business hours, you just give us a call. We've got our number down at the bottom. Just give us a call. We can walk you through how to set these up. You would just set up a webhook to make it so that Houses on the Cheap is my wholesale site. New wholesale investor form information, and then I can describe what this webhook is. So if I do this to Mailchimp, and then I get the URL that's going to go to from Mailchimp to send the information into. Does that make sense?
Okay. And then is Mailchimp the only one that you're hooked up with, or are there others?
No, that's any of them that allow you to send information into them, which all of them should. Whether that's like Aweber, all the different ones.
Yeah, I know Aweber does. Okay, so that's cool. So is this a standalone package, the wholesale website? You can buy it by itself, or comes in a package deal? How does that work?
Now you can get a single website for real estate investors if you want the starter package. But I always recommend you're going to want more, and it's cheaper just to go for the professional package in the long run and get all the 3 websites that you can have. You can do whatever combination you want. If you want 3 wholesaling sites for whatever reason in 3 markets, you can do that. Or you can get the motivated seller sites to generate those like We Buy Houses type website. You can do that, and so you can get the professional package. But yeah, if you only want a single wholesale site, you can go with starter and get that.
Okay, so the website, the starter, that applies to any of the websites that are available. You can buy any of the websites individual as a standalone website, or you can get a package of 3 for a lot less.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So you want to summarize Cash Buyer's website, and then?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the Cash Buyer website, building that buyers list up so that you over time can build a big list of people, because the more people you have in your Cash Buyer list, the more likely you're going to get a higher price for whatever deals you're going to wholesale. So it just makes sense to do that. Some people even build up such large Cash Buyer list that they then sell other wholesalers deals. So they're not even finding deals anymore. They're just co-wholesaling with other wholesalers. There's lots of potential ways to make money through helping people move real estate, and this is one of the ways through one of these websites, building the buyers list. Yeah.
Okay. So Danny, I appreciate you taking the time to walk us through the Cash Buyers website. I'm going to go ahead and share the offer that you decided to so generously make for REIClub members. And as far as I know, this offer is not available anywhere else.
No.
But Danny is going to offer REIClub members 2 free months of the professional package, the three website package. That's right, correct?
Yeah, this one here in the middle.
And with 2 free months, you could potentially do a deal or multiple deals and pay for this service for years. So that's a really cool offer, and we definitely do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Somewhere on this page there'll be a button or a link that you can get to find that offer. And again, Danny, thank you for taking the time to show us your websites, investor websites. We appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah. No, thank you for having me on, Tim. I'm glad to be able to extend that offer to all of the guests over to REIClub.
All right. Thanks so much. Take care.
You too. Bye.